Imagine descending into a world with no sunlight, where the water is near freezing, and the pressure is so intense it could crush a human like a soda can. Down here, life shouldn't exist, and yet it does. Not just surviving, growing into giants, creatures bigger, stranger, and more extreme than anything seen near the surface. Some have arms so long they reach out of the dark before you ever see the body. Others walk the seafloor like living tanks, built to survive where nothing else can. And some have been swimming these waters since before our oldest cities even existed. Moving slow, living long, watching centuries pass in silence. These aren't myths. They're part of a real phenomenon scientists call deep-sea gigantism. And today, we're uncovering the forces that turn ordinary animals into deep ocean leviathans. Creatures so large they feel unreal, until you realize they're not. Down here, evolution doesn't reward the fast. It rewards the efficient, the patient, the ones that can survive where nothing should. So what is it about this dark, crushing, frozen world that pushes life to grow bigger instead of smaller? Is it the cold, the lack of food, the endless darkness? Or is it the pressure itself, reshaping biology in ways we're only beginning to understand? Because in the deep ocean, being small isn't always an advantage. Sometimes, size is survival. But first, what actually makes creatures down here grow so huge? If you're curious to find out, hit like and subscribe. Let's dive in. The deep ocean creates giants because everything down there is extreme. The water is so cold that it slows an animal's metabolism to almost a standstill. They burn energy painfully slowly. Food is incredibly scarce, so any creature that survives needs a body built for efficiency, stretching every single calorie as far as possible. Predators are rare at those depths, which means many animals can live for decades, even centuries. And the longer they live, the more they keep growing. On top of that, the crushing pressure and the natural buoyancy of water do something impossible on land. They support huge bodies with ease. Down there, being massive doesn't come with the same cost it does at the surface. Each of these factors alone does something. But together, they create monsters. And to understand how, let's look at 3 of the most astonishing examples. Meet the giant isopod, a crustacean so large it looks like a giant armored pill bug, with a shell bigger than a human head. Unlike the small isopods that live near the coast, just a few centimeters long, the giant isopod grows as long as a human forearm. But why is this scavenger so massive? Because the deep sea demands it. Cold water slows its metabolism, so every movement burns energy much more slowly. Food is scarce, mostly dead fish and debris drifting from above. Meals can be few and far between, sometimes weeks apart. To survive, the giant isopod has adapted a simple strategy: grow big and grow slow. Its slow growth allows it to conserve energy in the cold. Being big helps it store energy, outcompete smaller scavengers, and endure long periods of starvation. It grows slowly, over decades, until it reaches a size that seems absurd for a crustacean. Down here, being large isn't a luxury. It's a survival strategy. a way to survive when the world above offers little and the darkness below demands everything. Next, the giant squid, the ghost of the Twilight Zone. Compared to a common squid, it feels almost unreal. A coastal squid fits in the palm of your hand. The giant squid stretches longer than a bus. And like everything that lives here, it follows the same rules. Movement is expensive. Opportunities are rare. So instead of constant motion, the giant squid waits. Its soft body barely needs to move, the surrounding water carrying its weight. Its feeding tentacles extend farther than a diver's entire body, locking onto prey in a single, precise motion. Its eyes, among the largest ever evolved, tuned to catch the faintest movement in near-total darkness. Over time, shaped by the same quiet pressures of the deep, it becomes something very different from the squids near the surface. Not fast, not aggressive, but perfectly engineered for darkness. Silent, efficient, and devastating when opportunity finally appears. Finally, the Greenland shark, an animal so slow-growing it barely seems alive, yet so enormous it can rival a great white in size. Its secret? Cold waters act like a time machine, slowing its metabolism to one of the lowest rates of any vertebrate. This shark barely needs to eat, maybe a few times a year. With almost no predators, it can live for centuries, continuing to grow the entire time. By the time a human lives and dies, the Greenland shark is still in early adulthood, silently drifting through black water, accumulating size like time itself. Each creature shows a different piece of the puzzle. But the full picture is this: cold, scarcity, time, low energy demand, low predation, buoyancy. Together they allow evolution to push animals beyond the limits of surface life. The deep ocean is harsh, but it's also the perfect factory for giants, a place that most of our world never touches, where signals fade, where sound travels farther than sight, where far away means straight down, a place that feels more like another planet than part of our own. Not empty, just hidden. A vast, quiet elsewhere beneath our feet. So next time you picture the ocean, remember this: there are monsters growing in the darkness right now, slowly, silently, and impossibly huge. And we've only seen a tiny fraction of what's down there. If you want to explore more mysteries hiding in the deep, hit like, subscribe, and turn on the bell, because the ocean still has secrets waiting to be discovered.